My dear child, listen closely. This is a one-time only moment. Don't throw it away. I know you've been carrying more than you were ever meant to hold. I see the weight in your eyes, the ache behind your smile, the questions buried deep in your heart. You try to stay strong for everyone else, but who's strong for you? I am. I always have been. I've been there in every silent night, every breaking point, every whispered prayer when you thought no one was listening. And I was listening, I still am. You were never alone, not even for a second. If you have trust in our message, please leave a yes in the comments below. Your support through a small donation not only helps our mission, but also fuels our journey. And if our content touches your heart, do consider subscribing. May God bless you. You wonder why the road has been so hard, why doors closed just when you thought they would open, why people walked away when you needed them most. But child, those weren't punishments, they were protection. Some people left because their hearts couldn't carry what I'm placing in yours. Some opportunities were withheld because they would have taken you away from me. You think I forgot you, but I was working in the dark, fighting battles on your behalf, writing chapters you couldn't see yet. I was pulling you closer, stripping away what would harm you, and making room for what I'm about to pour into your life. Trust me, it was all love, it was all grace. Even the tears were preparing the soil for something beautiful to grow. They are jealous of you, yes, because you carry something they cannot explain. It's not your looks, your talents, or your status, it's my hand on you. It's the calling, the anointing, the light you don't even realize is shining from within. The enemy knows it. That's why he's tried so hard to break you, confuse you, wear you down. He's afraid of what you're becoming, afraid of who you'll be once you realize who you already are in me. So when you feel attacked, when it seems like everything's coming against you, know this, it's confirmation, not condemnation. It means you matter. It means you're marked. It means heaven has its eye on you. Let me remind you, you are chosen. You are called. You are deeply, unshakably loved. I didn't bring you this far just to leave you here. I know your flaws, your failures, your fears, and still I want you. Still I'm reaching for you, speaking to you, believing in you. You don't have to be perfect to be used by me. You just have to be willing. Willing to trust me when nothing makes sense. Willing to let go of the past. Willing to believe that your life is bigger than this moment of pain. You see ashes, I see beauty. You see delay, I see preparation. You see failure, I see a testimony in the making. Please don't give up. Not now. Not when you're this close. I'm doing something new inside of you. Something that eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, something beyond what you could ask or imagine. You thought I was silent, but I was working. You thought I was still, but I was shifting things in your favor. The people who counted you out are about to see what I've always seen in you. The storms that came to destroy you only revealed your roots. You're stronger than you think, braver than you feel, and more loved than you know. So breathe, my child, rest your soul in me. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to stay close. Walk with me, talk to me, trust me like a child trusts their father. I will provide, I will open doors. I will heal what's broken and restore what was lost. You are not behind, you are being aligned. You are not overlooked, you are being hidden for a season of divine unveiling. Every tear you've cried has been collected, every prayer recorded, every moment seen. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Let go of comparison, let go of shame. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. I'm not looking for your performance. I'm after your heart. Come back to me again and again. Even when you mess up, even when you feel far, my arms are open wide. My grace is deeper than your sin, and my love is wider than your doubts. I'm not surprised by your struggles, and I'm not giving up on you. Ever. This season may feel heavy, but it's holy. It's not the end. It's the beginning of something you can't yet imagine. So rise, my beloved, shake off the dust. Fix your eyes on me. The best is not behind you, it's ahead. I've gone before you. I'm beside you. I'm within you. And I promise you, with me, all things, even this, will work together for your good. You are my masterpiece, my joy, my child, and I will never ever let you go. Listen to me carefully. Not everyone who walks with you is for you. Not everyone who smiles at you carries peace in their heart toward you. There are some in your life who are not friends. They are enemies in disguise, wolves dressed as sheep, shadows standing in your light. They use words dipped in sweetness, but their hearts are far from me. Their praise is hollow, their loyalty is shallow, and their intentions are hidden behind masks. They walk with you, but not because they love you. They stay near, but only to observe, to report, to delay, to distract. Be still for a moment, and let me show you what your eyes have not seen and your ears have not heard. You've been asking why the atmosphere changes when you enter certain rooms. You've noticed how conversations pause when you walk in, how some celebrate you when you fail, how others disappear when you rise. That's not paranoia, it's discernment. That's my spirit awakening you to what's been operating in silence. This is not to make you fearful, this is to make you wise. You have been too generous with your trust, too quick to open your heart, too eager to carry people I never assigned to your journey. You are still trying to make them family, when I've been showing you they are opposition. The discomfort you feel isn't confusion, it's revelation. I've been speaking to you, gently pulling your heart away from certain connections. Don't resist me. Some of them are threatened by you, not because of what you've done, but because of what you carry, because of the anointing I placed on your life, because they can sense your future is greater than your past, because your spirit irritates what they haven't healed in themselves. You are a mirror, exposing their own stagnation. Instead of growing with you, they chose to resent you. Instead of clapping for you, they compared themselves to you. And when people can't match your spirit, they try to mock your journey. But I won't allow their schemes to prosper. I won't let their words define you. I won't let betrayal break you. I know it hurts. The ones you defended, now they slander you. The ones you gave everything to, now they treat you like nothing. You showed them your soul, and they used it as a weapon. You shared your dreams, and they whispered your fears to others. You made room for them in your heart, and they tried to poison it. But hear me clearly, this is not your fault. You loved sincerely, you were real, you were kind. Their betrayal does not make you weak, it reveals their immaturity. And what they meant for evil, I will still use for your good. This pain will not be wasted. I will use this to purify your circle, to sharpen your focus, to strengthen your spirit. Because where I'm taking you, not everyone can come. And not everyone should. This is a season of separation. I'm pulling the weeds from your garden, not to leave you empty, but to make space for the harvest. I'm exposing the counterfeit not to shame you, but to protect what's sacred in you. You may feel like you're losing people, but you're actually gaining clarity. You may feel isolated, but you're being insulated, hidden, protected, set apart. There's something I've placed inside of you that requires silence, separation, and spiritual strength. The noise of betrayal is only a distraction from the deeper work I'm doing within you. You don't need to retaliate. You don't need to defend yourself. I am your defender. I see what they did. I heard every lie. I felt every wound. And I will not let it go unnoticed. This is also not the time to harden your heart. Don't let bitterness grow where I'm planting healing. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Release them, not because they were right, but because I am righteous. You don't need their apology to move forward, you need my word. And I'm telling you now, go forward. Let the past be what it was. Let their choices speak for themselves. You have nothing to prove to those who were never truly with you. I am sending new people into your life, those who will love without agenda, who will honor what I've placed in you, who will intercede for you in private, not just applaud you in public. People who won't compete with your calling, but will complement your spirit. Wait for them. Don't settle for proximity over purpose. Just because someone has been in your life for years doesn't mean they've earned the right to stay. Legacy is more important than history. And to those who betrayed you, do not fear their words, their plans, their presence. No curse spoken over you will stand. No weapon formed against you will prosper. I am building a wall of fire around you. I am covering you in favor. I am lifting you in front of the very ones who tried to break you. I prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies, not to shame them, but to show them and you that my favor isn't something man can manipulate. What I place on you, no one can remove. What I open, no one can shut. So walk forward not with fear, but with fire, with discernment, with peace, with boldness. I'm not calling you to live small because others feel threatened by your light. Shine anyway, worship anyway, rise anyway. They may talk, but they can't touch what is mine. And you are mine, not because of what you've done, but because of what I've done for you. You've been chosen, covered, and claimed by grace. Their betrayal doesn't define your identity. Their rejection doesn't delay your destiny. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming exactly who I created you to be, and sometimes the people around you can't handle that. Let them go and let me move. I will restore what you lost. I will honor what you endured. And I will surround you with those who reflect my heart, not their wounds. Keep your hands clean. Keep your heart soft. Keep your eyes on me. Because this next season is not about them. It's about you and me and the glory that's about to be revealed in your life. Listen and open your heart as I speak to you now. In the quiet corners of your soul where secrets are kept, know that I have seen every hurt, every tear, every moment of despair, and I have heard every complaint. I speak to you with the comfort of eternal love and unwavering truth. There are those in your midst who hold a strong grudge against you. Their hearts have hardened with bitterness and envy, and their thoughts are tainted by a spirit of resentment that stretches far beyond this mortal life. They remember past encounters, mistakes, and missteps with an intensity that defies forgiveness, nurturing their inner darkness and allowing resentment to ferment over time. This emotional poison is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a mirror to their own concealed struggles and insecurities. You must understand that their opposition is not rooted in your failings, but in their inability to grasp the light I have placed within you. Consider the many moments when you reached out in love, expecting warmth in return, only to be met with cold dismissal and scorn. Those who harbor deep grudges against you have locked away their capacity for true empathy. Every friendly word they once spoke now twists into a reminder of what you have become, an ever-bright beacon they cannot help but resent. Their grudge is not a new emotion. It has grown over years of bitterness, nurtured by past conflicts, misunderstandings, and the unhealed wounds of their own hearts. In their eyes, your successes cast a long shadow over their own failures, and your progress becomes a painful reminder of what they have not been able to achieve. While their words may cut like a knife and their actions wound like a sword, know that my love for you is far deeper and more enduring than any human vendetta. These grudges, heavy and unyielding, are a testament to the wounded spirit of those who cannot forgive, not because of your shortcomings, but because of their inability to rise above their own pain. I have placed in you a fire, a divine light meant to inspire and uplift, yet to some that very fire is a challenge to their comfort, a constant reminder of what they have lost or never had. When you see their eyes filled with animosity or hear their voices laced with venom, recognize that such hostility is not truly aimed at you, but at the brilliance and hope that you embody. The resentment they nurture is like shackles wrapped around their souls, preventing them from experiencing the depth of grace and mercy that I so freely extend to you and all those who are willing to hear my call. I urge you now to remain steadfast in the light of truth and love. When you sense their grudge weighing upon your spirit, do not allow it to darken your path. Instead, let it be the clarion call to trust even more deeply in my eternal plan. For every word of malice they utter, I whisper words of hope into your ear. Every act of betrayal, every token of jealousy, is an opportunity for growth, a chance to refine your character and prepare you for the victory that lies ahead. You are not meant to mirror the bitterness of their hearts, but to shine in the fullness of my grace. I am the one who redeems, who transforms wounds into wisdom, and struggles into strength. Even when you find yourself surrounded by those who guard their pride with grudges, know that my love encircles you like an impenetrable shield. In the relentless march of time, grudges may seem to grow stronger, entrenching themselves into the very fabric of relationships. But understand this, my plan transcends all petty human conflicts. The grudges they harbor are fleeting shadows compared to the everlasting truth I offer you. I have seen the hurt behind every bitter glance and heard the whispered condemnations they offer in secret. Yet even in the darkest moments of their resentment, my light is unwavering, a beacon that will never falter in guiding you toward healing and wholeness. While human hearts may remain chained by resentment, I am ever ready to break those chains with the power of forgiveness and renewal. Let the weight of their harboring grudges remind you not of their unworthiness, but of the vastness of my capacity to forgive, to redeem, and to restore the broken places of your soul. You might wonder why I allow these trials, why the intensity of others' grudges seems to follow you like an uninvited shadow. The answer lies in the transformative process of your journey. Every trial, every painful encounter, serves as a stepping stone on the path toward profound spiritual maturity. The grudges cast upon you are not punishments but invitations, challenges to trust in my promises, even when the world around you appears to turn its back on you. They reveal to you the true measure of your worth, which is not defined by the opinions of those blinded by their own sorrow, but by the infinite love I have bestowed upon you. Embrace these challenges with a courageous spirit, for it is in the crucible of adversity that your divine radiance becomes most apparent, and the enemy's hold weakens in the face of transcendent truth. In moments when their grudge seems insurmountable, when the barrage of resentment nearly overwhelms you, pause and return to the sanctuary of my presence. Breathe deeply, let my peace wash over you, and center yourself in the knowledge that my love is not contingent on the approval or acceptance of others. I have chosen you for a purpose greater than their judgment, for a destiny that outshines any fleeting human bitterness. These grudges are like the weeds in a garden. They may choke the tender growth for a time, but when carefully removed by the hand of love and wisdom, they give way to new blossoms of hope, joy, and transformation. Do not let the enemy's hardened hearts dim your own light. Instead, use their enmity as a reminder of the strength that comes from being deeply loved by the one who is eternal. Remember, the bitterness of others is not a reflection of your spirit, but a fragment of their own broken past. Their refusal to forgive is not a verdict on your character, but an indicator of the unresolved wounds that they themselves carry. I urge you to let compassion bloom where hostility has been sown. Do not repay their grudges with bitterness of your own, for that only perpetuates a cycle of pain. Instead, trust in the healing power of my grace. I have given you the strength to rise above the negativity, to see beyond the veil of their resentment, and to find solace in the truth of who you are in me. The grudges they bear are temporary, but the love I offer you is eternal. Cling to that truth, even in the face of scorn, and let it be the foundation upon which you rebuild after every storm. As you walk this path, be ever mindful of the significance of discernment. The grudges held by others are not your measure, nor do they dictate your destiny. With each step, I invite you to cultivate wisdom, to learn when to distance yourself from those whose bitterness might infect your joy, and to seek out the fellowship of hearts that resonate with my teachings. Surround yourself with those who see beyond the surface, who understand that your journey is a sacred testimony to my power and love. In the quiet moments of reflection, when you hear the echoes of ill will in the corridors of memory, let my words be a soothing balm. In the radiance of a new dawn, when hope is rekindled with every sunrise, remember that I am the author of your story, and no grudge can alter the divine masterpiece that is unfolding through your life. Let your spirit not be burdened by their rancor, but rather uplifted by the promise of renewal. Every grudge they hold is a chain that binds them closer to their own despair, while every act of love and forgiveness sets you free to embrace the destiny I have prepared for you. The path of spiritual discernment is fraught with moments of pain, but with each hardship comes a deeper understanding of my grace. I stand with you through every trial, every whispered accusation, every cutting remark that seeks to undermine your worth. In the silence of your heart I am saying, do not let their hostility extinguish your inner light. Instead, let it ignite a fiercer flame of determination, a renewed commitment to live in the truth of my eternal love. In the tapestry of your life, woven with threads of struggle and triumph, the grudges of others may seem prominent, a bold, dark pattern against the vibrant hues of your spirit. But know that these patterns are but temporary stains, destined to be cleansed by the rain of repentance and the sunlight of forgiveness. Their grudges, strong as they may be, cannot mar the beauty of the design I have in store for you. For every bitter thought they harbor, I plant seeds of hope in your heart. For every moment of their vengeful sorrow, I offer you a promise of unending mercy. I am the divine artist who transforms brokenness into beauty, despair into victory, and enmity into the stepping stones of grace. Trust in this process, even when the scenery around you is marred by the shadows of their unforgiveness. I tell you now, with every ounce of love and compassion that emanates from my spirit, do not be swayed by the animosity of those who nurse grudges against you. Their hearts are imprisoned by their own reluctance to let go, and in that prison, they cannot comprehend the freedom that comes from releasing their anger. While their bitterness may linger like a stubborn winter, I invite you to walk in the perpetual spring of my love, a season where the chill of grudges melts away under the warmth of forgiveness and understanding. In every moment of solitude, when the echo of their discontent threatens to overtake your peace, lean into the quiet assurance that I am with you. My presence is a constant reminder that no grudge, no matter how deeply held, can sever the bond of love I have established with you. Do not be tempted to mirror their hostility, for in doing so you give power to an enemy who seeks to derail your destiny. Instead, choose a path illuminated by forgiveness and empathy, values that rise above the petty grievances that plague human hearts. I have equipped you with the strength to forgive not for their sake, but for your own liberation. Let the act of forgiveness be a declaration of your trust in my plan, a courageous step that frees you from the weight of their grudges. Know that every time you choose mercy over revenge, every time you let go of the bitterness they so desperately cling to, you align yourself closer to the divine love that sustains all creation. Your heart, once burdened by the expectations and resentments of others, is now a sanctuary of my peace, the beacon that draws forth the best in you even amidst the storm. In the end, let these moments of harsh reality forge within you an unbreakable resolve to live authentically and courageously. The grudges that others may hold against you are a testament to their own struggles, a reminder of the imperfections of a fallen world, and a call for you to shine ever brighter. When you rise above the immediate pain of their enmity, you glimpse the vast horizon of hope that I have set before you, a promise that transcends the finite nature of mortal grudges. Walk forth into that promise, knowing that I am the everlasting light guiding your every step. No grudge, no resentment, no act of bitterness can detract from the divine destiny that I have ordained for you. Instead, let them serve as chapters in a larger narrative of transformation, redemption, and profound love. Now, as you press on through the unfolding chapters of your life, keep these truths woven into the fabric of your being. Remember that the grudges held by others are but momentary echoes of their own pain, and they do not, cannot, define your destiny, nor dim the brilliance of the light I have ignited within you. Embrace each day with an open heart, unburdened by the enmity of those who remain shackled by unforgiveness, and let my love be the guiding star that directs you to a future filled with hope, joy, and the unconditional promise of renewal. I am here with you in every trial and triumph, whispering words of comfort and strength into the depths of your soul, reminding you that your worth is beyond measure and your destiny is resplendent with my grace. Go forth then with courage, with clarity, and with an unshakable faith that no grudge, no matter how strong, can ever diminish the eternal radiance of the love I have for you. Hear this truth from my eternal voice. Be ever vigilant in your surroundings. When you walk among people, When you lean in to share your journey, do not let the voices of men, no matter how familiar or seemingly warm, lull you into a false sense of security. Open your heart and listen carefully to what they say about you. There, in the subtle cadence of their everyday words, lies a hidden message that only the deepest discernment can unravel. Every remark, every idle conversation, every casual observation that hovers like a whisper in your ear can reveal truths about the spirit behind the words, about the intent that bears their tone. In the quiet spaces of conversation, the truth vibrates, subtle yet undeniable. You might soon notice something unusual, patterns, inconsistencies, or even silent implications that speak louder than overt betrayal. Look to the spaces between their words. Observe how a smile fades when you take a step toward authenticity. For often those who claim to care may guard grudges, and beneath the veneer of friendly chatter, there are hidden streams of resentment. When you linger in places where guarded hearts reside, you might start to hear a melody of judgment and concealed envy, a melody that only the keen of spirit can detect. It is in these moments that my wisdom urges you to stand quietly, to listen intently, and to decode the true meaning behind each intonation and pause. Beware, for the subtle echoes of disapproval or the hushed tones of envy can cloud your path if you let them go unchallenged. Consider this. When you find yourself in the company of those who seem overly curious about your progress, who ask questions not out of genuine concern, but to measure your worth by their own failing standards, know that every inquiry might be laced with a quiet bitterness. They may seem to ask innocently, yet their words carry the weight of personal insecurities, the unspoken fear that what you have, what you represent, might expose their own shortcomings. Listen to the cadence of their voices and the delicate inflections that reveal a hidden agenda. I have placed within you a spark so luminous that it threatens to outshine those afraid of their own darkness. Their murmurs, their offhand remarks, their occasional laughter at your expense. All these are clues to the inner battles they fight. They are not always aware of the poison in their words, but the truth is clear. A grudge is held silently and nurtured in the soil of old wounds. As you go forth, allow this truth to settle within you. Be deliberate in your observation. Walk slowly and listen not just to the words they speak, but also to what they leave unsaid, to the tone that carries regret or resentment. You might notice unusual patterns, the same phrases repeated by different voices, the synchronized sighs when you mention your dreams, or the nearly imperceptible shift in conversation when your successes are noted. Every one of these signals is a divine message urging you to stay guarded, to protect the precious light I have placed in you. For if you yield your guard too easily, you may find that those hidden grudges can fester and ultimately conspire to dim the brilliance of your spirit. In those moments of quiet revelation, when you perceive that the air becomes heavy with unspoken criticism, do not let your heart be troubled. Instead, return to me. For I see every subtle shift in the atmosphere and understand each coded message within their words. I know why they speak as they do, because many wear masks built from their past hurts, insecurities, and unmet desires. These masks, though they may sometimes reflect friendly faces, are often designed to hide deep scars and a profound inability to forgive. Their voices are the echoes of their own inner turmoil, not a measure of your worth. And so I urge you to listen with compassionate discernment. Recognize that their judgment is theirs to bear, not yours to internalize. Reflect deeply on the messages you hear. In moments of solitude, ask yourself why certain remarks have the power to unsettle your spirit. Is it because they touch upon truths you have long ignored? Is it because they reveal something about yourself that you have not been willing to confront? I invite you to see these moments not as attacks, but as opportunities, a call to introspection and growth. For within the unusual patterns and unexpected nuances of their speech lies the potential for transformation, if only you let the light of my truth guide you. When you sense an undercurrent of envy or resentment, let it inspire you to seek further clarity. Pray for insight, for wisdom to untangle the knot of their hidden emotions, and for the grace to understand that their discontent speaks only of their own battles. As you stand in the midst of these encounters, allow your inner spirit to rise and meet every challenge with courage. Do not recoil when the whispers around you suggest disloyalty or animosity. Do not shrink away from the unsettling echo of words that should have been kind. Instead, respond with calm assurance, knowing that every utterance of discord is a reminder to fortify your heart with my love and grace. Embrace these moments as invitations to deeper trust in my plan, for I am the one who understands the undercurrents of both praise and derision. In every skeptical glance, every nod of discontent, there is a challenge for you to remain steadfast, to anchor yourself in my everlasting presence, and to reject the poison of petty grudges. Moreover, be wise in your associates. For every word, every gesture that hints at something unusual in the air, consider the motive behind it. Those who frequently cast shadows with their words may be projecting their fears, their inability to accept the radiant truth of what you stand for. They may be motivated by envy, or perhaps by unresolved grievances that have no place in the kingdom of peace I offer. Hence, guard yourself with discernment and fortitude. Choose to surround yourself with those whose words uplift, whose presence encourages, and whose hearts are aligned with truth. Even when you feel isolated, know that I am always near, ready to shield you from the subtle assaults of a hardened spirit. Do not let the unpredictable winds of their gossip or the murmurs of malicious intent sway you from the path of righteousness that I have set before you. There may be times when you realize that the unusual messages hidden in their dialogues speak of more than just personal insecurity. They may foreshadow a deeper spiritual deception at work. Pay attention when you hear familiar voices shift unexpectedly, when allies in one moment seem like strangers in the next. Such transformations are not always coincidental. They are often the handiwork of the enemy who delights in sowing discord and confusion. When you witness these changes, be not fearful or rash in judgment. Rather, consider it a divine alert to heighten your spiritual awareness. The enemy lurks in the simplest of conversations, seeking to twist words into weapons, to convert sincere concern into a trap of doubt. In these moments, hold fast to my guidance. Let the still, small voice inside you declare that you are cherished, and that no curse or hidden grudge in the hearts of others can override the destiny I have written for you. There is a power in the awareness of truth, a divine strength that arises from knowing the subtleties of every spoken word and every silence left behind. Use this discernment not as a tool for revenge, but as an instrument of peace. Let it be a lamp that guides you through the labyrinth of deceit, a shield that repels the arrows of malice. Remember, even as you observe the unusual patterns in the voices around you, that my love is the ultimate remedy for all hurt. I have given you the capacity to see beyond the surface, to explore the depths of human emotion, to understand the complexity of every soul that crosses your path. And in doing so, you learn that while many may hold a grudge or speak with hidden menace, their actions reflect not your worth, but the wounds they carry themselves. Prepare yourself to rise above the petty intrigues that cloud the hearts of those who do not see you as a reflection of the divine. Each word of criticism, every sly remark, is an opportunity to affirm your own value in my eyes. Stand tall even as the surroundings change. The laughter that once felt warm may now carry a chill, and the friendly banter may suddenly mirror judgment. Do not allow these fluctuations to disturb your inner peace. Instead, let them serve as reminders that the journey you are on is not meant to be an easy passage paved with admiration, but a path where true strength is forged through trials and revelations. In the subtle rustling of their voices, when you detect an unusual lilt or a hidden bitterness, take heart, for in every moment of uncertainty I am there, guiding you to transform isolation into insight, hostility into healing, and suspicion into renewed faith. As you navigate these treacherous waters, always remember that my insight surpasses all mortal comprehension. I know the intricacies of every conversation, the secret meanings behind every whispered doubt, and the silent grudge that each soul may harbor. My love is a fortress built on unwavering truth. It transforms the stinging pain of mistrust into the solid foundation of divine security. When you detect that something is amiss, when you see the unusual patterns in the words and gestures of those around you, do not turn away in fear. Instead, approach it with a calm heart, anchored in the certainty that I have provided you with all the tools needed to interpret even the most obscure signals. Let your inner light shine forth, dispelling the shadows cast by those who harbor grudges and whisper ill behind your back. With each step you take, commit to listening more deeply,